Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. It is Binky. So yes, kind of going for a unique look today. This is a video that's going to be up soon showing items that were new to me in the months of January and February and first impressions, and I put a look together and I don't know how I feel about it still. Yeah, not the most cohesive, but I made it work. That's what we do here. So I am doing my project pan right now for January and February, so it may be a little bit longer. I don't usually do this. I'm going to be doing it monthly, but I went through a lot of items in January and February and was not filming a lot. Excuse me, 1 second. Okay, there we go. Hopefully the person's good. Whenever I hear sirens in New York City, this is such a weird thing. I always like put some good thought out into the universe for the person, and so I do it a lot. I know it's weird. Everybody's like, what? Yeah, a little fun fact about Binky. So I have a lot of items this month that I panned. I'm not going to be going through the things that are on my project pan because I have enough to go through of products that I've gotten through and why. So at the end of March or the beginning of April, you'll see a video in which I show you the products of my actual project pan and how I've been doing. Just so you know, because this would be ridiculously long. So I want to save that to March where there'll be less things that are panned and where I can actually talk about the things that I am working on panning. So I have so many skincare products. If you know about that in my project pan, I have about 100 pieces of skincare. I kid you not. It is not an exaggeration. So I am trying to buy less this year and use more so I can get them down because they're going to start going bad. And that's not what I'm about. So these are from January and February when I wasn't able to be on camera as much, and so we're going to start. My goal this year was to go through 10 body butters of any company or whatever I have. And so far, I'm looking at my kitty. You're cute. She's like, leave me alone. So I've already gotten through 2. And I expected that. I expect to get through 1 a month, and I have. Now, these were limited edition from the Body Shop, and they were for the holidays and fall, and this was fall for pumpkin, and then this was like a marshmallow vanilla. I love these. I bought 2 of each, and I absolutely love these. Oh, it just smells so good. I will do more of an in-depth video of these. Hopefully they bring them back next year. Sometimes they don't. But these are fabulous. They are not overly strong, and some people don't like that. They're a lighter scent. I mean, they're still strongish, so if you're really against smells, but they're not as strong as some of the floral ones, which is nice. I really like these, really moisturizing. Love them. This one, the marshmallow vanilla is just, it's a little bit more perfumey, the marshmallow and vanilla, but I don't really care. I love these so much. I would buy these over and over. Very moisturizing, very nice. They do the job well, and they just smell fantastic. I love these 2. I would buy them again in a heartbeat. I will not until I go through everything. So I probably wouldn't buy them until fall or winter, but I have 2 or 1 more of each of these, plus the peppermint one that I'm working on, and these are so good. These are so freaking good. Body Shop, I know you're not going to find me because I'm the smallest channel on YouTube, but if you do, bring them back for the one person who loves them. I know, how self-centered. So the next item is H2 Dermadeca, and this is by Neogen. Now this is basically a spray that you use on your face, and it's supposed to be, you spray it on, and it's a mister, especially during winter. I used this once, and it stung my face. And I'm like, why is this stinging my face if it's supposed to moisturize? Here you go. Boop. A little mist. I put it on my face, and I can smell it now. It started burning my face. And I'm like, this is supposed to be a hydrator. This is supposed to help my face. Why is it not doing it? And Neogen's supposed to be really good for sensitive skin. And, it's cruelty-free and fully. Just so you know, a lot of Korean brands, and this is a Korean brand, will sell in China, so they have to, by law, be checked, on animals. So a lot of people don't like that. Neogen does not, and that I love that, and so I support the company. But the problem is that this has alcohol denate, or D-E-N-A-T, denat, in it, which is horrible for your face. horrible. I know some people don't care and they still use it, but what it does is it breaks down the collagen underneath your face when you use it over and over, and that collagen is not coming back. So it dries out your face, it damages the skin barrier. I don't encourage it. Oh, that lighting is going to be really bad. Scary, Binky. Ooh. So yeah, I don't necessarily encourage it, but you do what you want. It's your face. So there you go. I used this on my face and it burned. So I am going to declutter this. I used it once. I think it was like $28, $30. I got it on sale. I'm disappointed, but I'm not even going to hand this off to a friend because no. And the thing is, I usually look online to make sure the items don't have it in it, and I thought I did, but I must have missed it because it is indeed in there. And so I am decluttering that because there's no way in heck I want that on my face. More skincare. So then I ended up using this Terra Green, which is like a wash when I was traveling. I really don't have anything to say about it. It's a body wash. Obviously you're only gonna get 2 or 3 things. It was a short weekend jaunt, and so I used it. I don't have anything to say. I don't remember much about it. I don't care. I got this in a subscription box. It bored me. It's just a body wash. It wasn't anything amazing, so I really don't have much to say, to be honest with you. The next one is Yes to Tomatoes Clear Skin Detoxifying Charcoal Cleanser. I ended up picking these up because it was buy one, get one 50% off. And you can see that some of it's still there. It has really great reviews on Ulta, but I'm going to be honest with you, I don't like it. And the reason why I don't like it is it leaves grease on your face. So charcoal is supposed to be good for the skin. I don't know really how great it is if you're quickly putting it on your face and then washing it off. I doubt it's doing much, but that's what it claims. So I don't feel like it took makeup off really well at all. My makeup still stayed on, and then it's supposed to be little scrubbies, but the scrubbies aren't enough to actually do anything for your face, so it's kind of like, why is it here? And that's kind of what this was. So I put this on my face, used it. It wouldn't really suds up as much as I wanted. It was like this gel, and you'd put it on there, and if you scrubbed it enough, it would finally kind of soap up, but it would just drop out of your hands like jello onto the bathtub or, you know, in your shower. And I was like, what is the point of this? And then when I did get it to work, it would just leave a greasy film on my face, which as a woman who has oily skin, that is not what I want. So then I would have to use another cleanser to get this off, and I always use a toner. So in the end, what was the purpose of this? So I have one more that I'm going to use, and what I do is I use it and then I use another cleanser on top of it. It seems counter, you know, productive to what I want to do, but I don't want to just throw it out. But I would not buy this again. I don't understand the great reviews. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it works better with those with dry skin, but it was a mess. The next one is Klairs, and this is a rich, moist, soothing serum that I used all during the winter. Now this is something, I have another one of these, I have 2 of these. I would probably use it again in the summer because it is a gel that would work well for oily skin. It may not be enough for winter, even for oily skin people like myself. If you have dry skin, this probably isn't going to do you much good, but this would be really great for summer and spring when it's warmer because nature's oil comes through and moisturizes your face if you're oily like me. So I would buy this again, but I have another bottle and it's going to last me this year, so I can make a decision next year. But I really like this. It doesn't have much of a scent, which I like. It did not clog up my pores. It just really went in nicely, didn't leave a greasy finish. Just really nice. And this is a Korean brand, Klairs, cruelty-free, really great. And you can pick it up on various sites, you know, that sell Korean products, like Peach and Lily and Soko Glam. You can pick up things like this, so really easy to get. I really like this. I really like it. I think I will use the other one in summer. I wouldn't necessarily use it in winter again, but I did because I was trying to get through products and I was halfway through anyway. So I just kept using it so I could pan it, and I have another one and I really love it and I really encourage it, especially for you with oily skin. It's really great moisture for summer, spring. So the next one is the Virgin Marula oil from Drunk Elephant. And I had this from a collection. I finally got through this. I'm going to be honest with you. I would not buy this again, and not because it's bad. It's you can get Marula oil elsewhere from like Whole Foods. That's going to be a heck of a lot cheaper than this, and I would say the same quality. But for me, besides the price point, which I think is a bit much, I would not buy this again because it's just too much for my face. Again, I have oily skin. This was just too much. When I did use it on my face when it was like minus 20 degrees here in New York City, it still was too oily and I woke up to little pimples on my face, just little pimples showing up. And it's the ones, I know this is gross TMI, but you can like boop, pop it and it goes away like that. They're just tiny, but it's enough that it was clogging my pores that I went, I can't use this on my face. It came with the collection. I wanted to use it. So what I did was I used it on my neck. And that was it. Used it on my neck until it was gone. I would never buy it again. It's too rich for my face. And if I was to use it, I would go with the cheaper brand. The next one is Tatcha, and this is the water cream. And I ended up getting this in a little collection. I'm keeping this bottle. Because it is fantastic. This is good quality. And I will put my own stuff into it and take it for travel. This is perfect for travel. Would I buy it again? No. Here's the reason why. The smell is fantastic. The smell is almost like a light lemony kind of scent. Very nice. I felt like it was too greasy for my face. Again, it was just too rich and it would leave like a film on my skin. And I don't want that. I want things that are going to absorb or go in really nicely and naturally, and this just was too much. So I ended up using it on my neck. My neck got a lot of love this winter. And so I wouldn't buy it again because of that. You know, it's a water cream, but I felt like it left a film on my skin. And to me, that's just going to clog my pores. And that's not what I want. I want it to go into my skin lightly and not lay there. But I'm going to use this packaging forever because it's great. And I'll use like a scoop and put some things in there for when I travel. And then you can get it through security. So I definitely love the packaging. I would not buy it again. I also find it a little bit overpriced, where you can find a water cream from Klairs, which is like $28, I think, versus the one from Tatcha, which is very expensive. I mean, you can find them a lot cheaper if you go to Korean brands. All right, so we're going into mascaras. So, Better Than Sex. This was, you know, everybody knows this. It was given to me for free when I made some order, I think at Ulta, and it's fine. It's kind of, I'd used it for a while. It's kind of dry, kind of old, so I just got rid of it. I feel like I love this and I love what it does for adding volume, but what I don't like is the longer it sits around, the more clumpy it gets and the more it drops on your face. I do like it. When it's a fresh package, it works really well, but when you use it for like a month or over, what ends up happening is it just gets kind of, it drops on your face. It flakes everywhere, so you got to use it really quickly, and then after that it can be a little bit flaky. Not my favorite. Okay, so my camera died, so here we go. We're going to keep going. Wah, wah. So the lighting again is really scary, but there's nothing I can do. So I'm just going to keep pushing forward. That's what we do. So I was talking about mascara, and this one is basically from Stila. Stila Huge, and it's telescopic, I think is what they call it. And honestly, I really liked this one. This was a sample that I had gotten from Last Stash from Sephora at the holidays, and I really like this one. Actually, I would buy this one again. I feel like it separated, lengthened the eyelashes really well, and was actually quite nice. So I really was sad when I was like, oh, it's time to replace this one. Really liked that one because I ended up replacing it with Lorac Pro Fiber. I love Lorac. I really enjoy Lorac. It makes me happy for the most part. Until I tried this for free because they were giving it away. And I know why they were giving it for free. Because nobody wants this. Yes, this is actually the brush. Now, why is it like this? It tapers at the top and is bigger at the bottom. It makes it impossible to use, because if it's all the same size, then you could really dig in there. But with this, you're digging in, and I've poked my eyes. I poked my eyes a couple times because of this, thinking I could get in there more because of the tapered top. No. And it got in my eye, and it poked, and it was watering all morning. I don't even know if the mascara was good because I used this 3 or 4 times, and then I went, I don't want it. I don't want anything to do with this. I don't like it. This brush is just awful. This is one of the worst mascaras. Not because the formula, I don't even know what the formula is. The brush is so bad. I want nothing to do with it, so I just decluttered it because it isn't worth my time. Life is way too short to put up with something like that, so I do not encourage it. Not at all. Now the next items are kind of random. We'll start with the lipsticks. So, ooh, the top fell off of this. So I did declutter this in the past, but what I ended up doing, this is from the Beauty and the Beast collection from Lorac. Beautiful silver kind of peachy color that I used during the summer and fall a lot. I depotted it, and I used a lot of it on days where I used darker eyes, and it's now officially gone. So if you've seen this before, this is why. It is completely gone. It was depotted, used it, done. Loved it. It was only limited edition, so I can't get it again, but I'm sure there's some very similar to it, and I have so many lipsticks. It's time to let it go. The next one was Milani, and I bought a whole bunch of them when they were on sale in December. 2 months later, or actually, so I guess 3 months later, I went to use it, or 2 months later in February. Rest of them are good, but this one is spoiled. It has that, like, that bad smell. It smells, and so I couldn't even use it. And it was too late for me to return it. Between Sephora and Ulta selling me used spoiled makeup lately, it's just really disappointing. It is so disappointing. I've had problems with both places, and there's nothing you can really do. Find it, send it back as soon as you do, but I didn't check it. So check your makeup as soon as you get it, because this just, beautiful color, won't even swatch it. It stinks. So the next one is OPI Top Coat. I'm trying to get through most of my special nail polishes, you know, that are like top coats and bottom coats and sticky coats, because I have so many of them and I just want stuff out of my room. So this one is a top coat. Finished it up this month, and honestly, or in February, I just don't care. It's nothing to write home about. It's an okay top coat, but it isn't fast drying. It isn't overly shiny. It didn't stop it from chipping much. It just exists, and there's so many good products out there for it just to be existing isn't enough for me. So I would not repurchase this. It was fine. I used it. Now I'm going to move on. The next thing is an eyebrow gel. Now, I don't give a crap about eyebrows. I know a lot of people are really big into it. For some reason, it's just a trend I never got into. I don't really care about my eyebrows. Maybe I should. I just don't care, to be honest with you. But what I will do is I will definitely put powder in them to fill them in a little bit, and then, you know, just use gel in them to keep them held. So at least I give it some effort. Very little, but some. And so I used this, so that's why it's kind of this strange kind of color, because, you know, red hair, so I use more of a reddy color in my eyebrows. So it's normally a clear gel. I love this stuff. It was from BH Cosmetics. Perfect brush, perfect gel, would not move during the day, and they no longer make it. I went to the website, they no longer make it. So I had to substitute it, and I substituted it for e.l.f. The e.l.f. brush is really small, and I don't like it as much. It's really flimsy. The gel holds fine. I can't stand the brush. I want my BH Cosmetics back, and they don't make it any longer. And I just don't believe in spending a lot of money on gel. It's gel for your eyebrows. You could buy gel for your hair in something like this for $5, and you're going to charge me $5 or $18 for something like this? No, I don't want it. So for me, I just rather use cheap, and if I have to use e.l.f. because it's cheap and gets the job done, I will. I'm just not going to spend $10, $15, $18 on brow gel. It's gel. You can get gel for nothing at the pharmacy, and it works. No. I know. And the thing is, I loved this. I wish BH Cosmetics would bring it back, but it's gone. I'm really disappointed. I'll make the e.l.f. one work. I will be sad every time I use it because the brush is so flimsy and stinks. And that was just amazing. And I guess I could clean it and put the stuff in there, but it's just too much work. And it's time to let it go. But BH Cosmetics, I loved it, but they're not going to bring it back for one Yahoo who wants it. But I am a very passionate Yahoo, and I loved your product. But it is what it is. e.l.f. it is. Ooh, it rhymed. So on to the final products of the panning. Now these were more declutters, and if you watch my videos, and I'll be putting these videos up, they're not the most exciting. It's me going through my ColourPop products, especially the Super Shockers. That'll put it up with another video because it's not going to be too exciting for most. I ended up decluttering 3 of the shadows. 1 just didn't work too well, and 2, the colors weren't that great, but the formula on one of them was really bad. You can see it on that video. It is not up yet, but if you want to see which ones these were, you can see it. Well, I'll tell you. One's Keeper, one is The One, not so much, and then Juicy Apple. So I got rid of these three and I'm one with it. They just didn't work. The colors weren't great or the formula wasn't great, so I depotted them. I didn't even use them and I got rid of them. So it's okay to declutter if something isn't working. Nobody would have wanted these colors or I would have passed them on. The other one was Rain, which was this beautiful like dark purple. And why I bought it, I don't know, because it wouldn't work on my skin tone. I don't know if it would work on my skin because it was disgusting. I'd swatched it once and I always clean my fingers because it's makeup. You don't want bacteria growing in that. And I swatched it, and then when I went to look back at it, like 6 months later, there was this yellow orange ring around where my finger had gone, and it just decolored it, and it was just creepy to me. Please watch that video if you want to see it. I don't have a picture, but it was really disturbing. So I just popped it out and I'm decluttering it because that should not be happening. It was creepy. I don't like, well, I do like creepy sometimes, but not creepy in that way. So yeah, I got rid of it and there you go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put to the total here how much everything was, and how much I decluttered, the price of it all, because this is stuff I'm not going to be repurchasing. And now you can watch my Project Pan video, which is going to be coming up or is already up, and then you can see the difference of what I used this month versus what I brought in for the months of January and February, because this is January and February. What I'm going to do is the stuff that I decluttered, I'm not going to count because I didn't really use it. So I'll just put that in a different column. So this may get really confusing, but I really don't care. Because this is the stuff that I used. I'm not going to repurchase it. So I actually used it versus what I brought in. And I'm pretty excited about it. I got through quite a bit. I'm actually really excited by that, even with the stuff that I decluttered. So all in all, I decluttered 14 things in January, February. So here it is. And then I ended up decluttering basically 6 items. Not because I wanted to with this one, but because it was spoiled. And then these 5, because this one I tried, it did not work. So I'm going to count it as 15 because I did use it for about a week. But these I won't count. So basically 15 and then these. So about 20 items, which is pretty good in the decluttered these. So that's actually quite good. It won't be that dramatic. A lot of these items had been halfway used and then I kept using them through January and February to get rid of them. But there you go. And all these are recyclable. I do want to say on TerraCycle, hopefully I'll do a video on recycling items. TerraCycle has a program with Garnier in which you can get on the wait list. It took me about a year to get off of it, so sign up now. TerraCycle, it is free, and you can take all of these products and mail them in, and they're all recyclable. They recycle, I think, 95% of things that come to their facility, and the other 3 or 5% they can't recycle. So that's telling you they are actually recycling it. Some cities aren't recycling anymore. They say they are, but they have no place to take it. But I'm hoping to do a video on that here soon. But this one, go sign up, TerraCycle.com, Garnier, get yourself on the wait list. You have nothing to lose. It's completely free. The shipping is free, and you get points. And eventually over time you can donate to charities when you get enough points. So it's a win-win for everyone. So these are all going. Every last one of these are going there, and eventually I'm going to have enough points for recycling. Yay! Or not for recycling, but for charities. So it's a great cause. So these are all going to go. So what I'm going to do is take a photo so you can see at the end of the year how much I got through. But and I'll put a total of these and life will be good. So please watch my Project Pan video so you can see how much the totals are. And I'll put the grand total for this though, but you can see the difference of what I brought in versus what I took out. So yes, moving along, making so much room in my cupboards. I am so happy to be doing this. I have not bought any skincare yet this year, and I am so happy to announce I've stuck with that. And I'm going to continue to until something I love runs out that I do use, because I don't want to mess with my face. If it works and I use it every day, I'm not going to get rid of it just because of this project. But right now I haven't had to do that, and I'm really excited. So yes, if you're doing a Project Pan, let me know how you are doing. You know, have you used any of these products? What do you think? How is it going for you? Let me know. I can't wait to hear. And until next time, have a wonderful day, my friends. Bye.